What is going on YouTube? Welcome to a tips and tricks video regarding Blade Ball on Roblox. I mean, I've only been playing this game for about 2 weeks, but I feel like I have enough knowledge and stuff to actually improve players. Hence why I'm making this tips and tricks video. As always, remember to drop a like, remember to subscribe, and yo, let's get into this, man. Alright, so the first tip I'm going to give you is always use shift lock when you're playing this game. It's really important because when you have shift lock, you could like quickly turn the camera angles and stuff like that. And also when you have shift lock on and you right click, you're able to use your ability, as opposed to without shift lock where you have to actually press Q manually. And obviously it's easier to just press right click to use the ability. The only con with shift lock is the fact that it's harder to direct at people. Like, there are times where I try to use my ability and it goes to the wrong person even though I'm facing them with shift lock. So obviously like tapping on them is easier as opposed to using shift lock in that sense, but that's the only con really. And that doesn't happen all the time. It's just a couple of times, a few occasions it does happen, so that's something you need to be mindful of. But yeah, my first tip is actually you need to have shift lock on, bro. Like, it's actually fundamental. Alright, so my second tip now relates to standoff scenarios, and that is when you're in a standoff fight, essentially try and curve the ball as much as you can. Like, make your pattern of ball hitting unpredictable, if that makes sense. Like, sometimes I curve it to the right, curve it to the right, curve it to the left, curve it to the right, then hit straight at them. Like, I try to make it so difficult for them to guess what I'm about to do. And that's why low-key I win most of my standoffs, and most people don't really do this often. So that's something I would say, try and curve it in last minute scenarios. But if the person does come at you, then yeah, you have to go for a clash, not gonna lie. But don't initiate first, that's what I would say. Alright, so tip number 3 is regarding the telekinesis ability. If someone uses telekinesis on you, try and wait, at least count 3 seconds in your head and then click straight away. And that's how to basically counter telekinesis, because that could be overpowered sometimes if you don't know how to like estimate the time that is coming. So yeah. Alright, so my fourth tip is in regards to clashing again, and this is for PC players. But when you're clashing someone, don't just left click, also spam the F button as well. It puts you at an advantage when fighting your opponent, and yeah, it makes you less likely to lose. Tip number 5 is for clashing again, but when you're clashing, don't use your abilities late. Use it early whilst you're in a clash, because if you use it late, it might not register because the ball is moving too fast, so you really wouldn't have time for it. So the best time to do is the early stages of the clash. Don't do it too early, but just do it like midway through before the tension rises. That's what I would recommend. It literally puts you at an advantage. Alright, so my 6th tip now is a clever one, and it's basically observe everyone's ability, because it would come in clutch. Like, if I'm doing a clash against someone and let's say for example I know they're a Reaper, I can confidently like, you know, hit at them without fear, than let's say opposed to a pool user, which like I know to hit it last second because they could just use the pull ability on me. Or I could step back every time they hit a shot at me in order to have more time just in case they use pull for my block to regenerate, just in case I've used it early. Also, another thing that I do that I recommend people do is if someone has like a OP ability that you're scared of and you see them use it early game at someone, then take advantage of the fact that they have no ability and charge at them and try and get the kill to like eliminate them from being a problem at the end game. So yeah, that's a tip that I think would come in handy. Anyway, that's it from me in regards to tips and tricks. I really do hope that some of you viewers do take what I said on board and start implementing it into your games on Blade Ball if you want already. As always, remember to drop a like, remember to subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I will catch you lot later. Take care and peace. Bye.